2007, Tim Rogers and his wife bought a 10-year-old home that needed some maintenance before moving in. Knowing that the previous owner had 3 dogs, Rogers decided to add air duct cleaning to the to-do list.
They had this ad in the paper, $85 special, so I had them come to the house, and as they started to get ready, this guy pulls out some paperwork and says to me, well, $85 only covers 3 vents. You know, at the time, we were new to the area, and I just said, well, all right, let's do it. They were here like about 90 minutes at the most, and they just literally ran from vent to vent. It was just amazing to me. I mean, these 2 guys were just hustling just to get the job done and get out. When we got done, I wrote them out a check for $480, and it was like there was no difference. I just envisioned a lot more for this $85, and especially when we were done and it was $430. I just drove down the window and threw 20s out the window, you know. So lesson learned, and thankfully Angie's list now, I always turn to it.
Glen Fellman, Executive Director for the Indoor Air Quality Association and former Executive Director for the National Air Duct Cleaners Association, says offers like the one Rogers found are common.
I get these things in the mail all the time, everyone does, that advertise, $195 or $200 whole house duct cleaning. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get a good duct cleaning job for $200, never. And the reason why I say that is it's just real simple, and you can kind of do the math in your head. The average system is going to require 2 people, two workers, maybe 3, a lot of expensive equipment, and it's going to take them at least a half a day, let's say 5 or 6 hours. Well, if you're paying your workers a reasonable wage, and you've got a great big expensive piece of equipment on the ground and a truck and everything else that goes behind it, you can't run a business and provide that kind of a service for $200 and make any money. If you've got a modestly sized house, let's say 2,500 square feet or larger, don't expect to pay less than $500. It's just not going to happen.
Buck Sheppard, board president for the NADCA, says that there is more to air duct cleaning than it seems, and that a good contractor should be willing to take the time to explain their work.
When we clean a system, we clean everything that's in the airstream that air passes over, from the point where return air goes into the return air ducting, through the furnace, over the heat exchangers, blower motors, air conditioning coils if they are in the system, all the way out through all the supply ductwork to the registers and grills, and any outside air that may be introduced. If there's an outside air intake, we clean that also. Anything that touches the air that air passes, any component that air passes over, is cleaned in a full. That's what a full cleaning is. So you're not just cleaning the ductwork. There's so much more involved in that. One of the big telling signs that I find with most duct cleaners is that are they willing to stand there and show you what they did? Will your duct cleaner come in and lay before you the checklist of everything that he's going to do and clean and how he's going to do it? And then when he's through, can you go back and verify that? Will he help you? Will he verify that for you? He needs to explain to you what the difference in the system components are and any different methods that he may be using to clean them.
We have an industry standard. It's available for free download off of our website. The standards, the title is ACR 2006. But I tell the consumers to write that on their bill of sale because that is their contract with the company they're going to hire to do this type of work. From a consumer standpoint, it covers the 3 main things. Make sure you clean the whole system, and that's defined. What is the HVAC system? It requires the use of continuous negative pressure, meaning while you're doing the cleaning, you got to have the system under a vacuum, and it requires the use of some type of agitation tool. For your average residential HVAC cleaning project, those are the main items that really differentiate one company from another, and in particular, one company who's going to do a good job from a company that just out there to earn a quick buck.